Got something for you. Thanks very much. Yes, good news. Oh my goodness, the start of this month has been absolutely fantastic. I've already done 4 custom t-shirts, and I also got one of the biggest orders that I've received so far, which was for 13 hoodies, and that ends up being like $750. You know, that's how crazy is that? You know. Oh man, I actually can't contain my excitement. I can't wait, you know, just to go through that process. I've got the hoodies ordered, and I've got some hoodies to put in stock as well. Oh my goodness, it's such good news. And it's just one of those things, just get used to those bigger orders. Bigger orders means, you know, all that small profit from each hoodie and shirt adds up. And you know, you've got, say, if you earn $1 for one shirt, you sell 20, hey look, that's $20, you know what I mean? The bigger orders is where the money's at. And hey, this guy's actually pretty keen on getting, you know, decals, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, and hey, if I can do my job properly and make sure he's satisfied, that's all I can do, you know what I mean? But I'm actually really stoked. Another good thing that happened this week was a little bit of a tip for you, anyone who's starting their business and doing custom decals or custom apparel and things like that. I was at work and I was actually talking to someone about, you know, one of their tail lights went out in their car. I went out and sort of replaced it for them, and then the conversation came up. He was a business owner and was talking about what business means and what it means to him, what it means to me. And I said, you know, customer service is probably at the top. He's like, yeah, you need to stand out. I said, well, if you actually offer good customer service, 9 times out of 10, you do stand out. You know, I went through the process of telling him. I actually rang around all my local businesses about t-shirts and getting one designed. And I told him the story about the man who actually laughed in my face and hung up on me. And he's like, oh wow, I didn't know that. It's like, hey, it's all word of mouth as well, isn't it? And I've spoken about this before. It's all word of mouth. The more you talk, the more people hear, the more they spread it around, all that. So I told him about the story about that, and he's talking to me, and I said, hey, look, I've got a business. He said, oh, really? I said, I make custom apparel. He's like, you're joking. I said, well, yeah, I've been doing it for a while, the YouTube videos and things like that, yada, 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 the spiel. And then he actually told me, he's like, oh, if only I knew about you. 2 weeks ago, I just put in an order for 200 hoodies. I basically creamed my trousers on that one. I sort of said, wow! You know, something like that. I've only done 13 and that was $750. You know, if I would have done it for him, hey, look. And he's like, yeah, you know, I've got hoodies for, you know, businesses that I use through my business. And people keep asking me, where do I get it? Where do I get it? And, you know, if you're doing it in Tassie, well, how's about you let me know what your details and I'll pass them on? I was like, mate, I have a business card. I like ran inside, I got my business card, I got my wallet out actually, and have a guess how many business cards I had in my wallet. One. I had one business card. It was like just perfect, you know what I mean? It's the one that I cram right up the back, and now I've got about 30 in there just in case something like that happens. Make sure you have business cards in your wallet, because those conversations pop up, and if you don't have a way of showing people your information, hey man, that could have been an opportunity lost. There's no way of saying, hey look, my business is 33 Tees. Could you remember that? And then remind people, you know, or here's my business card, it's got my email address, it's got my social media, it's got my name, my number. Oh, I was so lucky. I was so lucky that there was one in there. And I remember I looked, I was like, oh, I should really put more cards in there. Ah, nah, don't worry about it. That's why I remembered I had one in there. Oh, goodness gracious. So I'm going to get a couple of things ready for my order. I'm just going to get some of the decals, the vinyl ready. One thing that did happen was this order with hoodies, what I did was I actually gave the customer, it started out with about 6 hoodies, and I was like, all right, cool, I've got 6 hoodies to make for this guy, and then it sort of went down and down and down, and then it got to 2 hoodies. I was like, I doesn't matter, whatever you want, I'm gonna do. I don't mind, you know what I mean. I chucked in a few decals. I got the shirts, the hoodies done with vinyl. I put them out and then sent them down. The postage was $15.70. I only charged $15. Hey, that's okay. You know, sometimes I usually lose money on postage. I try and get as much of it, but I usually lose money on postage anyway. And then I sent that down. And about 2-3 weeks later, the guy's like, hey mate, now I've got my order in, I want to order 13 hoodies. Exactly the same. I was like, yes. But the one thing that I was doing, I made up a couple of screens and I actually got some ready to do some some plastisol. I got them ready so I could actually screen print them. And then I thought, I gave him vinyl hoodies, and plastisol is a completely different game. You know, plastisol and vinyl are 2 things. So he's ordered, I've given him 2 hoodies with vinyl on it. He knows what it looks like, he knows what it feels like, and now I'm thinking of giving him some screen printed shots. I had this issue once where I actually made an order and I gave a customer different style t-shirts. So he had the t-shirt, I gave him one brand and another brand just to make sure and see what he liked, and I also wanted to have feedback. And then he made another order and I gave him, you know, one of the same and another one. So he ended up with 3 different brand t-shirts. Hey, that didn't go down very well. But I said to him, hey mate, I was hoping that you'd be able to give me feedback. You know, the Gildans at the moment actually don't supply, and that's the reason that you've gotten a next level one. You know, this is this reason. He's like, yeah, well, you know, this is what happened, yada yada yada. He wasn't very satisfied, and I sort of learnt from that when you give someone something, they're expecting the same thing every time. So I've got a screen out there. I might screen print a t-shirt for this customer so that he's got a t-shirt for free. I'll screen print it, and then because it's free, he'll actually get to feel what the plastisol feels like, and then maybe later on he might, hey, look, I actually like the feel of the plastisol. Can I have something like that? Can I have the t-shirts in that? Or because he's paying for the vinyl and he already has, he'll keep the vinyl, and then he'll say, oh, I don't want the plastisol one, it wasn't really my thing. Can I have it as the hoodies? And because there's plastisol on the t-shirt and vinyl on the hoodies, if he goes, I want a t-shirt, I'll know that he wants the plastisol. So that's my game plan, and that's what I'm going to do. This is going to go over a process of a couple of days because I've got the hoodies ordered. I'm just going to get the vinyl ready, and I'm going to go out into the shed and I'm going to screen print a t-shirt for him. It's going to be a busy couple of days. I've got everything ready, just waiting on my hoodies to turn up. So I've got my Plastisol t-shirt there, quite smooth. I've got all my Crest logo vinyl design ready to go, and I've also got the back logo design. So they're all there. That's 13 in total and 13 there. I've got that, and I might even do up a decal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. I know you haven't seen the end result, but I'm going to put that in the next video. What I'm doing is I'm still trying to figure out my YouTube content. I'm still trying to figure out what people like, what people don't like, what I should put in there, what I shouldn't put in there. You know, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show that I'm still doing work, that I'm, you know, learning things, and I'm trying to tell you what I learn so that you can learn from my mistakes, because I have made a lot of them. A lot. And that's what it's all about. Me going through this process and giving back to YouTube, because that's how I learned, and I want to give it back. I want to give it back. Give it back to you guys, because that's what it's all about. It's about learning things and then teaching other people. Hey, that's what humans are made to do. They're meant to teach one another, get better, grow, yada yada yada, all that stuff. Anyway, but what I want to do is I'll leave it there, and I'm trying to keep my content within a sort of time range and see if that works best for people. You know, not going for 15 minutes, not going for 20, 30, 40 minutes, you know. Try and cram pack as much as I possibly can in there, just so that everyone's happy. Everyone is happy. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video, and you can see me finish this order. You can see me. Yeah, see me finish this order.